You know, I've seen married couples who could not get enough of church going. They wouldn't miss a service if their life depended on it. And they hated each other. They absolutely hated each other. What they needed was to quit the church and go get some professional marriage counseling. That's what they needed. Forget the church. Go get you some professional marriage counseling. You know, now I'm not a marriage counselor. I don't know. You know, the few times I've tried to counsel people in marriage with marital problems, I realized both were lying through their teeth. And that's part of being a professional marriage counselor, is you get to the root of the matter. You get to the truth. And you uncover their lies. And then at that point, they quit going to the marriage counseling because no one wants to accept the truth about themselves. But I'm just saying, we just keep this routine. Church is like you've got an open gas, you got a major artery bleeding, and we go to church and put a Band-Aid on it. It's a temporary fix, almost like a drug fix, and it lasts me 6 days, and then I go back to church and do it all over again. You know, I mean, and notice what this verse says, Isaiah 1 and verse 15. When you put on your next prayer performance, I'll be looking the other way. No matter how long or loud or often you pray, I'm not listening. And do you know why? Because you have been tearing people to pieces, and your hands are bloody. So what is God saying? He's saying, look, take a break from your hypocrisy. Get your act together, and then come back to church. So I think a break from church is actually a good thing, because people have often substituted church going for a relationship with God, and the two are not the same. The two are not the same. Well, I've been going to church, I hadn't missed a service in 40 years. It doesn't mean anything. Most people are addicted to going to church, and they have substituted, church going and religion for an intimate, personal relationship with God. Next thing I've seen from this coronavirus is loss of creativity and the ability to improvise. You know, it's like our dependency is on Walmart. You know, and you know, I mean, listen. We can build America has built rocket ships and sent men to the moon and back, but we can't figure out an alternative way to wipe our rear ends without toilet paper. I mean, this is pathetic, and the toilet paper thing don't even make any sense. It's a respiratory virus. It has nothing to do with diarrhea. But, you know, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. You know, the French have been using a bidet the royal family back in 1710, I believe they came up with that, you know, the bidet. Get you buy you a long water hose, go out in the woods and do whatever you got to do. But it's just amazing that we can't figure this stuff out, no way to improvise. So as I look at this and I think of God going down his checklist, he comes and he says, okay, no creativity, they cannot improvise, their lives totally depend on Walmart, you know, all these negative things. They've substituted going to church instead of a relationship with me. And listen, I have a whole program on how to begin a relationship with God without church and religion. I can send that to you free of charge. Most churches would charge $60 for this program. It's an extensive program. How to begin a relationship with God without church and religion. It's a program I created 5 years ago because I realized what was going on. People were substituting a personal relationship with God for church and religion. Okay. So God goes down his church list and he says, goes down his list of what he has learned about people from the coronavirus. And he says, look, they have failed to teach their children at home my laws. They're unwilling to distance themselves socially from the sins of our nation, as he goes down his checklist. They spend all their money for that which is not bread and that which does not satisfy. All they want to do is entertain themselves. Men without souls is what we have. And America? Yeah, America, all she wants to do is dance. I'm David Freeman, and that's what's really in your Bible.